I'm glad I'm here, yo. This is the 1-year anniversary. It's dope.
That's crazy. We have so many dealers too. Like I haven't had one in a long time where we had this many. There's 25 tables today. Records everywhere.
Hey. Got the dubstep here for you, baby.
What's your name?
Alan.
Alan.
AKA Arama Jack, AKA Swagger Jack, AKA Aphrodisiac, Afro Man, Super Afro Man. I keep going non-stop.
Miami Record Fair, what brings you here?
Well, I've been here before. I brought all my stuff here. I want to make some good money. It's a 1-year anniversary.
Dope Records.
Joe Man.
Yellow.
This is my most expensive record. It's a very classic house record. This is a repress of it. The original, before this got repressed, went for like hundreds of dollars. I have pretty much almost every one record. He's a classic house producer. Only the heads know. That's the one I wanted to show you. It looks cool, you know, it's a little record. And it's a very dope record. Every track on it is amazing, but you know, I'm on camera, so I gotta flex for the camera, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, what else I got here? This is one of those records I just bought because of the cover. No matter where it's from, when it's from, if it's dope, it's dope. I don't even know who this is. It just looks cool. And you know, there's some plenty of dope people who come here who like this kind of stuff, so.
What kinds of people do you think come here?
Nerds.
Nerds?
Nerds of all kinds.
And then I got techno here for anybody that likes really hard techno, all that stuff. And then this is just house, minimal. Yeah, nice little select. There's like some disco around, 1 or 2 funk records. Mostly EDM, man. Like mostly electronic. Well, not EDM, but mostly like electronic. Electronic. But yeah, man, I love it.
That's hard, dude.
Because I started spinning vinyl.
Dude, so what made you want to spin vinyl? What made you start doing that?
I think 10 years ago I started spinning. I used CDJs. I don't know, I mixed together some I liked electronic music at the time a lot. And then I just started mixing shit together and I fell in love with it.
What's different to you, like spinning vinyl versus listening to music in other ways, like other platforms, you know? Yeah.
When you're doing the whole action of vinyl and like when you're whipping it out, like you smell history.
What's your name? Caroline, nice to meet you, Jack. I'm B.
My name is Anya. Hey, girl. Technique Records, yeah.
Oh my.
Tell me how you feel about vinyl as you walk inside.
Vinyl is very vital for people who want to experience music in the way it should be experienced, and its full form. If you really want to know the culture and get the full high of the music and the full experience, you have to get it in this way.
Have you ever been to Technique Records?
No?
Alright, let's check it out.
I'm excited.
Let's go inside. Hey, what's up, Caro?
Yeah, here at Technique, we have a lot of records. We have techno records, we have metal records, we have soul, rock, pop, alternative, new wave, industrial synth. We have it all. Jazz, all the good stuff. Whatever you want, we got it. I think the good thing about our store is that we have like all types of customers. We have the people that come in just for rock, or we have people that come in just for metal, or just for hip hop. You know, it's like very varied. I wouldn't say we have like a niche crowd, and I think we like emphasize the fact that we don't want like to curate for a niche crowd. We want to be able to sell records to everyone, and not focus on just one type of customer, but on all of them, because it's everybody who helps us be here.
There he is.
So now you're jamming, huh?
What kinds of people come in here?
All kinds. A lot of locals mostly, but are in town from like New York or LA or even anywhere. Like definitely like a destination location. So if people that like records always make it an effort to come here. They just look for record stores, and we're one of the only record stores in Miami other than Sweat yesterday and today. Brooklyn Vintage and Vinyl and Lucky Records. So
What kind of records do you have?
I've just been kind of DJing more lately with vinyl, so I kind of always end up buying like stuff that I can like spin with.
Where do you spin and what do you spin?
Stuff that makes you dance. I spin only vinyl. I don't do CDJ. I've spun here at the shop before, and I've spun at Vinyl Social Club on Fridays.
Why do you spin vinyl specifically? Why not CDJs?
Being here at Technique, like started to collect some vinyl, and they told me about Vinyl Social Club, so I went one day and I just tried it out and played some of my vinyls for people, and I loved it. Like it was fun. I don't know. There's like a huge kind of wave for vinyl DJs in Miami right now, and it's all these like little collectives that are kind of helping make that a thing. Catch some of them at Grams. You have like Terrestrial Funk. Then you have like the Mango Hill Records guys who put out vinyl. Sharing music is important no matter how you do it. Like sharing it on social media or sharing it on a CDJ or sharing it in vinyl. And I think like the importance comes down to just sharing music, period, you know, and not letting music die out. And I think like vinyl, it's extra special because it's like you get to hold your music, and you can only create sets with the music that you actually own. If you don't own it, you can't play it, right? So it's like with CDJ, you have endless possibilities, but with vinyl, you have to really curate. Pretty good. So you want to hold it like this. Don't put your fingers or your hands on your grooves, because that's going to affect the way that the music comes out. And when you place it, you want to use both hands. Voila. Nice.
That sound.
It's nice.
So good. Oh wow. This is like very proper like record etiquette. You have the sleeve with the mouth facing up. So you put the record in, and then when you put it inside the cover, there's less contact within dust and debris and stuff like that, and your record is completely covered. A lot of times for like people who just don't want to every time have to take it out, lazy people or DJs most importantly, this is the best way where the mouth of both the cover and sleeve are the same. For DJs who actually do it, you pull it out, you got it, you put it back in, and you know, put a record on and then smoke a bowl. Oh, please have that song in it. It does. This has 25 lighters in it.
Oh
This is
shit.
DJ DMD.
My favorite part about working here is like all the cool people I get to meet, and to see like the intimacy of our customers with our store and with like, you know, the records themselves. It's kind of beautiful in a way that people are so loyal to records, or you know, like they love them so much. In the era that we live in, where like everything's so easily accessible, like with streaming and social media and all that kind of stuff, that the essence of going to a record store and looking through many things to actually find something that you really want to be in possession of is kind of special. And I think it's that process that people are attracted to. The process of looking for something, finding it, taking it home, being able to like touch it and play it, you know. So it's almost poetic in a way, you know. It's like such an intimate relationship that you end up having with your music. What's special about a record is not just the music that you're getting, but like the entire like package, you know. And you see some of these records and they have such beautiful exterior album art, and then you open them up and inside it's like a sleeve that has the lyrics on it, or like photos or posters or something inside the record itself that is like valuable or memorable or special. I think people really like that, you know? And you don't get that when you have a digital file. You don't get like the whole idea or concept that an artist had for his packaging of his work. I think a lot of people really do have like a special relationship to the record because of the artwork as well.
What is it that you love about records? Why do you do this for a living?
I mean, I've always been kind of immersed in this culture from one way or another. Always around music, always around records. We just bought records all the time, played records. I used to make little cassettes for the club. Yeah, just always been immersed in it, really.
So you said you're immersed in the culture. What's the culture?
I guess just like actual physical products. Always been a collector, you know, always enjoyed actually playing the physical medium of a format, whether it's a record or CDs, being a part of the shift when you went from LPs to CDs and CDs to digital, and then we're kind of seeing everything come full circle again right now. And I'm also kind of stuck in, not to say a certain era, but you know, more so stuck with a record that actually has some sort of a narrative through it, you know, not just one good song and 10 throwaway songs. For the most part, records, especially the ones that came out from a certain period of time, have that narrative. You get immersed in that and reading the liner notes and looking at the jacket and all the info that's on it. I used to always look and say, okay, what label is this on? What's the producer? You know, oh cool, it's engineered by this guy. He has an engineer credit on another record that I like. So you start to look for those little nuances in the record and all the information. Mm-hmm. You know, you just absorb it, you know, and you try to always find stuff that's cut from the same cloth.
When is this vinyl social club that you're talking? Is it every Friday?
Yeah, every Friday at the club. And the club is like a little dive bar. They just set up 2 turntables and let you come sign up at 9 p.m. and you spend 20 minutes, whatever you want. It's kind of like a good way for people to network with each other and also just like learn how to play vinyl. Vinyl social clubs really helps kind of propel that scene, and a lot of DJs out here that still spin vinyl.
I was born to be lonely, but I wasn't born to be blue. Little girl never turn my back on you, so you do, you know, do it. Sometime I like what I did you. Sometime
We are here at the club. Right here is the Terrestrial Funk mobile store containing records.
Like Miami has a ton of record shops that have opened in the past few years, and it's because there's, you know, each shop can provide something different. You know, like Technique is another great store here in Miami. And when you have bigger stores, they can buy big collections off, you know, old collectors like Technique does, and have, you know, a ton of used records coming in constantly. And then it doesn't matter what you're looking for, you can find something you like. Mine is definitely a little more niche in the sense that I buy basically only music that I love. I definitely carry like dance floor oriented stuff, funk, soul, disco, the whole range of electronic music, techno, house, electro, and then a lot of like just kind of moody, nice music that has like, you know, I like anything that's emotive, you know, it's like very expressive in sound. And just every dime that I would make DJing, I would invest it into the stock for the shop, and I bought records for a year before I started selling them. So like, I amassed like a quality selection of records, and then I started selling. It just took time. I mean, look, like a year later, I got like best DJ in Miami in the New Times. I enjoy records more. I like listening to them at home. You know, it's like we're already on our phones and the computer enough. It's just like, I don't know, when I use my phone or my computer, it just feels like work for the most part. Mm-hmm. Or staying in touch with what's going on in the world. So it's like, I don't know, definitely not something that like elevates my mood or my frequency. And then records is nice, you know, you just pick out, you dig through things and find something that you enjoy that suits the mood. A lot of like great music doesn't even exist in the digital world, especially if you look back to the past.
Dude, I'm trying to get Jay Dilla tape straight up. I went to Sweat Records before coming here.
Nice. Did you find any?
Yeah, dude, I found this fucking avant-garde Japanese fucking dulcimer shit. It's good. They got some here.
Nice.
You should take that camera. I could show you.
Nice.
Look at that shit. Didn't take me long either. It's like right at the top. Top tier.
They're also like supportive. We have like something cool happening in Miami right now where it's like people kind of showing love, which is really rare. Like, I don't know, like I feel like people are understanding the community element of this shit, like how important that is.
Yeah.
So, like, there's kids here who are the same reason for me. They're not here to buy any records. They're just here to show their face, literally showing face.
But like vinyl's really revived like just social gatherings. Like I think like most of like the open turntables and like open vinyl nights like are the most successful because people feel really approached to kind of like express themselves musically. So I think like with this vinyl revival is like people are more integrated in like music and just socializing and music situations. So Record Store Day is great because like even if you don't collect records or you don't have a turntable, it's like a way to kind of have like a physical emblem of like, wow, like I have music in my hand. Yeah. And I'm like supporting somebody's intellectual property.
That's what the fuck vinyl culture is about. DIY.
I don't know if you can curse like on the camera. Yes, you can. Okay.
Vinyl culture is about cursing. Because it's about doing what the fuck you want. And
That's right,
the
Shirley.
fuck you want.
No, bro.
See,
Do I look at the camera or do I not look at the camera?
You look wherever you
Is
want.
that part of the documentary too? What's the question?
All right, so you're here at Sweat Records for Record Store Day.
Right?
Yeah.
So far accurate?
What is it about vinyl that's different for you than like?
It's more thoughtful. It's more thoughtful. You go and you grab. It's like you want to listen to an album. You want to listen to a piece of work. You're not just like going through your Spotify like this one. It's actually you grab something and you put it on. You'll play like 5 songs and then you have to flip it. You're consciously listening to music and there's a whole experience to it. Like it's almost like I don't know. It's almost like smoking a good cigar. It's like there's alternatives, there's substitutes, but like there's something raw about it. I guess fucking with record players in general, just like I really dug the experience of it, like the whole drop the needle right on it, you know. And the wonkiness to it too, like. That sometimes, you know, yeah, it can be grainy. It can sound like a little rainstorm outside, little fire brewing. Oh, that's a good sound. You know, one day I was up in the mountains and we had just burned out the rest of our firewood. The sound of relief of like feeling that heat coming out, it really, I always go back to that moment when I hear the crackling of the records. And it's really something special. It's survival, it's warmth, it's comfort. Records are great. Fuck yeah. America.
Fuck yeah. And cut.
Unfortunately, in today's society, we no longer have this beautiful thing right here, which is called a record, an LP, a vinyl, analog. So what I mean by that is, this is kind of like a time capsule. It was a whole artistic statement, not only musically, but as far as literature as well, and on top of it, art because of the actual album art. So it was like a whole body. It was a statement that an artist would do. This is what I feel. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. You know. So unfortunately, because of you know, sometimes business or what the powers that may be, we no longer have that form of expression. You know, and it's a little sad. But let's hope we bring it back, baby.